What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Kaiju Cave. Today I'd like to do another Godzilla vs. Kong discussion video, and I'd like to discuss the leaked Godzilla vs. Kong toy figures that were leaked from the Hong Kong show from Playmates. One of the things I'd like to discuss is the fact that I know everyone's probably seen the pictures by now. Obviously I can't post them here in their whole or entirety, so I broke some of the pictures down, just obviously so Warner Brothers or anybody wouldn't get angry and give my channel a copyright strike again. So I broke the pictures down, I looked at them, and it could just be the fact that the figures are like over exaggerated, or maybe that's not the right word. There's maybe over pronounced, I guess. But noticing the Kong figure from Godzilla vs. Kong, it looks like Kong may have a serious underbite in the film. And what I mean by underbite is where uh, his lower jaw actually protrudes out, and he actually looks like he has uh, you know, tusked fangs like growing, similar to if anybody's familiar with like World of Warcraft, like the orcs, their bottom jaw comes out and they got the big lower teeth. That's kind of what the Kong figure looks like, as you can see in the picture right here. And then the other thing that I'd like to talk about is everyone keeps talking about how Kong has an axe, and why does he have an axe, and where did he get it, and did he make it, or was it created for him, or uh, I I don't think anybody really knows the answer to that, but I have blew the picture up, and I ran it through Clarity and to try and enhance it, and it isn't an axe after all. From what I can make out, it looks like a baseball bat with two spiked stones going through it. It looks like it has an upper stone spike that comes through, and then it has a longer lower spike that comes through. So it's not even an axe after all. It's like a bat with spikes in it. It's like a oversized Lucille from The Walking Dead. So I definitely wanted to share that with you. You can see it in the picture right here. Uh, so definitely take a look and let me know your guys' thoughts on that. I'm hoping we actually see something soon, some figure reveals, or obviously we all know the movie got pushed back till November, and even that is, I'm taking that with a grain of salt. And obviously, like D-Man commented in his latest video, where everyone was kind of expecting to get the trailer during CinemaCon at the end of this month, the 30th, first, I'm sorry. But it looks like we're not going to get a trailer after all, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't want to put any false rumors out there. That's just my presumption that due to all the issues that we're having worldwide right now, it doesn't look like the trailer will drop. Maybe it'll come out online. Uh, maybe someone will release it, or catch a sneak peek of it somewhere. And at least if we don't get to see it, just give us a description of it. I'm good with that too. So I'm actually anxious to hear just any bit of information, because right now I feel, as a fan base, we've been just kind of left in the dark, and there really hasn't been any tidbits of information at all. I know that Isaac Gonzalez just posted something recently talking about how fans are going to enjoy the film, and about how the film centralized around two female characters. I honestly think that people are taking what she said so far out of context and just blowing it out of proportions, because I don't think that's what she means. Uh, if you look at the cast, there isn't two young female characters. It's, you got Millie Bobby Brown's character, and then you have some older female cast. So I don't, and then her, one of the other co-stars in the film, a younger star, is Julian Dennison, and obviously he's not a girl. So I'm kind of, like I said, I think her words are just being taken out of context, and I don't think that's what she meant at all. I would just take it as fans are gonna enjoy the film, and that's the way I'm gonna take it. So I'll leave that at that. One of the other things I wanted to talk about is what role is Mechagodzilla really gonna play. And the reason why I'm bringing that up again, and I know I've talked about it in my previous videos, is the fact that you have all these people talking about Mechagodzilla and what role he'll play. And actually, what's really surprising is I just watched another YouTube video the other day, and it actually falls along the same lines as what I was thinking, and what I had talked about in one of my very first Godzilla vs Kong videos, and that's the fact that I think Mechagodzilla is literally going to be the cause of the reason why Godzilla and Kong fight. And let me elaborate on that a little bit. I think that Godzilla wants nothing to do with Skull Island. Uh, Obviously there's something big going on there, so he's going to end up getting drawn there somehow, like the other Titans. We all know that in the end credits of Godzilla King of the Monsters, it said all the Titans are being drawn towards Skull Island. Okay, so something's going to draw Godzilla there. What could be drawing Godzilla there? It could be Mechagodzilla. And I think what's going to happen, and this is just my hunch, and again, take this with a grain of salt. This is in no way, shape, or form, anything that, is in the movie or confirmed or anything like that. But I think that Monarch or, maybe Apex, another organization or whatever, a terrorist organization possibly, I think they created Mechagodzilla. And I honestly think that they're going to lose control of it. And I think it's going to start rampaging, and I think that's what's going to draw Godzilla to Skull Island. And I think that when Godzilla gets there, I think that Mechagodzilla is going to start killing off some of the Titans. And obviously, Godzilla being the king of the monsters, and the rest of the Titans pretty much, you know, not really being his minions, but, being under his watch, I would say. I think that's gonna piss Godzilla off, and I think Godzilla is gonna start throwing down with Mechagodzilla, and then you obviously have Kong on the island, who's god of the island, and he's not gonna support anyone getting out of control on the island, so he's gonna come, and I think that's what's gonna cause Godzilla and Kong to fight is Mechagodzilla. And another thing that I think could happen is Mechagodzilla could be camouflaged. Something maybe similar to what we saw in the original Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla in 1974. It could be like an imposter Godzilla. And, as I stated in my previous video, he could be rampaging through the island, killing the other Titans, starts fighting Kong, maybe hurts Kong, or mortally wounds him or whatever, leaves. Then Godzilla's going to show up. Kong's going to want a rematch, and he's going to attack the real Godzilla. And I think that could be another option of why the two fight. Because obviously, Godzilla doesn't care about Skull Island. We all know that Godzilla has already been to Skull Island before. Obviously, the cave painting, we know the Kongs are from Skull Island, and Godzilla must have been there before because he's fought one of Kong's species before. So, with that said, Godzilla could go to Skull Island anytime. For all the newbies out there that think that the storm is keeping Godzilla away from the island, or Godzilla is afraid to go through a storm, that just think about that for a second, because that just sounds so stupid. That makes no sense. Godzilla can survive a nuke to the face, but he can't go through a storm. I mean, seriously. Not to mention just the majesty of the Titans. Every time Godzilla comes ashore, or every time one of the Titans, one of the big main Alpha Titans move around, there seems to be a storm that follows with them. We saw this in Godzilla 2014. Obviously the storm was brewing. You could see it during the Halo jump. You could see it in Godzilla King of the Monsters when wherever Ghidorah would fly, there was always a storm system that was there. So it's almost like these Alpha Titans, like the weather or something, something really big is impacted by their presence. So I mean, it could be something similar to that. So I'm really anxious to see what all happens and how it all pans out. But that's sort of like the two things that I think that Mechagodzilla's role could be. We've heard rumors or people that have seen early test screenings that Godzilla and Kong are going to fight multiple times. And we also heard rumors about that there's going to be several other Titans in the movie. It's going to be a big epic monster battle, like Adam Wingard was talking about. And that only kind of strengthens my first idea that Mechagodzilla is going to try and kill off these other Titans, or uh, maybe Monarch or maybe Apex. I mean, I don't see that Monarch would be working with Godzilla and Godzilla King of the Monsters, and then all of a sudden they're like, okay, hey, let's kill all the Titans. I don't see that happening. So I'm really anxious to find any tidbits of information. I'm sure all the rest of the fans. I know people have posted on my videos, and I've seen it in other people's videos, where I think everyone's just tired of waiting. And I know, I just want to encourage everyone to definitely be patient, but I think everyone's just kind of tired of waiting. We want something soon, something to keep us sated. Because what I don't want is I don't want Godzilla versus Kong to come out in November, and then they start doing the marketing like in October, because at that time it's just going to be like an overabundance of information, and then we're going to get stuff spoiled for us, and it's going to be kind of silly. The other thing I don't want to happen is I don't want all the figures to start coming out, a month or two before the movie comes out, and then get spoiled that way. I mean, we already got a major spoiler from the first figures that got leaked online, and that's how we found out that Mechagodzilla is going to be in the film. So I don't want that to happen. So again, I'm just hoping that we get something soon, and rather than later, and hopefully it'll be awesome. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Uh, what do you feel about the Kong look, the picture that I had earlier here? What do you feel it's about, him having his little, it's I guess it's more like a pickaxe, obviously, than an axe. I mean, the picture proves that it's not an axe. It's like a giant bat with two spikes going through it. So let me know your thoughts on that. And as always, just I appreciate all my fans out there and the people that enjoy my channel. And if you guys can, just stomp that like and subscribe button Godzilla style. And we'll see you guys soon. Kaiju Freaks out.